So you come closer, and as soon as you see the Derby kind of stiffens up a little bit, you stop and you make a turn. Wait. Name, make a turn, walk away. Keep walking. Keep walking. Walk away. Good. Perfect. Good job. Good. Make a turn. Come back again. Tilly. Okay. Watch. Stop there. Reward. Reward. The reason why is because as he sees the problem, he looks up to you. I was like, are you still okay with that? Yes, we are okay with this. And reward. So now you reward the dog trying to communicate to you. I don't want to deal with this. I want to deal with you. Good. Okay, now walk away and return back again. And come back again. Good. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Reward. Perfect. Keep walking and stop. Stop. You know why? Because he just left you. Yes. Right now, the problem is more important than you. Yes. Name, make a U-turn. Let's go and walk away. Perfect. That's it. And back again. Now remember why he started being stiff and leaving you? Good, keep walking. And then stop again there where he left you earlier. There, stop. Offer the treat and wait for him to turn back to you. Good. Offer him the treat. Don't tell him anything. Wait for him to sit down. Good job. Wait for it. Wait for him to sit down. But don't tell him to sit. Just offer the treat. Don't give him the treat. Just offer it. Offer the treat, but don't give it to him. So now you want the feedback. If he feels safe, he's going to sit. If he doesn't, he will not sit. Now you know he doesn't feel safe. I'm going to have to walk further away. So walk back to the shade and do the same thing there. Good. And stay there. Offer him the treat. Offer the treat. See, he still doesn't feel safe. Go further away. And try again. And stop there and offer the treat. Take a deep breath. Offer the treat. And wait. So don't give up the treat if you deliver it. Keep it there. Don't take it away. Here. There you go. Reward. Okay, now walk away. Come back again to that spot. See if he responds faster. Here. Tilly. Find it. Tilly. Hi there. Offer the same thing there. Offer the treat and wait. Here, find it. Now we'll walk away from here, see the difference. Offer the treat. Okay? So you see how the distance is related to his feelings. Okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to come closer and you keep rewarding him. Little pieces, doesn't have to be a lot. As long as he remains seated, as soon as he gets up, I will make a turn and walk away. Good? Good. Let's go. Tilly, back up. Let's go. Good job. Okay? Good. I do the same thing again. Offer him the treat. It's okay. Pretend you have one. Pretend you have one. If he sits down, I'll come back. Stay there. Call him back. Offer the treat. Good. Offer the treat there. Stop there. Don't move. Offer the treat. Let him wait for him to sit. Offer the treat. Don't give the treat yet. Stay there. Offer the treat. And if he sits, I'll come back. Good. Let's go back. And return. Debbie, come. Good. Now just pass by. Just pass by.
All right, let's go.
Good. Perfect. Keep walking with him.
Darby, let's go.
Good. And then make a U-turn and pass by again. Let's go. Okay? Come. Turn. Yes, turn around. Hi. So what's your takeaway?
Yes, there was attention on me, for one, as a safe person, or safe place. Um, I noticed that, if he moves ahead or he freezes, like he's afraid, right? He's
Right,
in that
right.
spot. And then I just turn around and walk away, and I learned, at least in this case, what a safe distance is for him, where
Right.
he'll just sit and relax and take the treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The safe distance is not really a distance.
Okay.
It's the feeling that gets in that distance.
Okay.
So it's not 50 feet.
Right.
It's
right.
how far away he feels safe.
Yes.
So, but you know, somehow that distance is kind of a safe environment, and you feel the moment he shifts his behavior from being loose into getting stiff, that's the threshold.
Right.
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get his attention. Darby, let's go.
Yeah.
Or Darby, come, let's go. And then walk him away from that threshold, telling him if you feel this way, walking away is acceptable and rewarded.
Okay.
So we help him feel safe about that decision.
Right.
Because as a herding guarding breed, he is inclined to get involved. On one side, he doesn't want to, but the other side, he wants to protect you as well.
Right.
So now he's in conflict.
Right.
And then he gets stiff. He cannot move closer, but he cannot walk away either. And this is where you guide him to safety.
I see. Okay.
Okay, Darby, come, let's go.
Right.
So your practice as a homework is doing those turns.
Yeah.
Now, many people say just turn and the dog will end the leash. That's not what we're doing here.
Right.
We want him to know what we're going to do. So instead of giving the dog commands, we're telling the dog what we're going to do.
Okay.
It looks like this. Darby, let's go. Come. Wait. Good. Let's go. And turn. Wait. Let's go.
I know you can go with him. It's okay.
Darby, let's go. Good job. Come this way. So now basically what you do is you share your feelings about the situation.
Yeah.
You keep everything neutral. You're not getting scared,
Right.
but you don't want to deal with it right now.
Right.
So we're going to go in that direction. Right?
Got it. Yeah.
So
My
that's your
response
practice.
to it is
So you see a white flower? Darby, let's go. You end up with a yellow flower? Darby, come. Let's go. And so you make those changes. They're unpredictable for Darby,
yeah.
but they're predictable for you. So now you go down the street and you see a person walking down there. You assess the situation. How do I feel today? You know what? I'm not so sure. Okay, Darby, come. Let's go. We're going near the other side.
Yeah.
No problem with that. We just tell Darby how to do with it.
Right. Right. Right.
Because when his feelings come up, because of his trauma being attacked, you get worried about Darby and Darby gets worried about that. Everybody's worried about that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help anyone.
Right. 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 Yeah.
But you take the guidance and tell him, Darby, we don't have to do that. Let's do this instead. And you redirect him.
Yep.
Without making that a problem.
Yes.
Right? If you say, Darby, let's go now, that the Darby will pick up that's the emotional change. And like, yeah, that's a problem.
Right.
And now he can predict every time you redirect your dog, there is a problem happening, which is not what we want.
Right. That makes sense.
Right? Because that emotional condition responds that every time we see a problem, we tie it up. Darby gets that feeling every time he sees something, the leash gets tense. So you keep loose leash.
What if something comes unexpectedly to me too? Like I was talking to a friend, we were walking together with our dogs, we were standing there, and I didn't see the guy with his dog coming behind us.
Yeah.
And so Darby's, then trying to lunge or tense up, and so I didn't respond well at the time. I just sort of dragged him this way.
That's what you did at that point. We cannot change what happened in the past.
Yeah.
But if you're having to talk to a person, put yourself in a position that you can observe the environment so you not end up in problems.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, are you talking to your neighbor while you're driving a car on the highway? Are you turning your head away? No, you're paying attention there. That's your focus.
What about like had him on leash, we're walking into the park area, and there are a couple other dogs coming in, and they race, right by him, and so I didn't see them until they were in my sight and his sight.
Okay.
And then he wants to,
Right.
He does start to react to them.
So, because he has already that experience, next time you go to a park, you stay there a couple of minutes and observe the situation. Let him see who is dealing with and what's their behavior.
Okay.
Because right now he doesn't know those dogs. He's going to be suspicious. Like, how many times do you want to be attacked by a guy on a hoodie without suspecting a guy with a hoodie to be a problem, right? So, at that point, once you get to the dog park, hang out a little bit. Darby, come. Darby, come. You want to hang out and let Darby get used to the park. Who is running around? He's safe. You calm. And you observe now he sees the pattern. He says, okay, that partner is not a threat.
Yeah.
And you're going to see him loosen up. You can always pull the treat and test him. Would you like a treat under those conditions? And he's like, fuck no. I'm not taking treats. Do you see what's going on here? I'm busy with the treats. I want busy with that.
Right.
Okay, then walk away from here. Let's go over there and watch from there the thing, how it feels like. And it's like, oh, I can do that from there. Good. So now that you feel safe there, do you gonna test it again closer?
Yeah.
What's the distance that we feel comfortable? And then now what happens is you create a two-way communication. He feels uncomfortable and you bring him back to safety.
Yeah.
You bring him back to this previously uncomfortable place, ask him the questions, are you still feeling uncomfortable since nothing happened so far? And it's like, oh, I'm good now. Okay, let's stick here and watch a little bit.
That's great.
Okay, and then you make another step, 2 steps forward. And how do you feel now? Yeah, no. Okay, let's go back again where we felt safe. So you go in, touch your hand the hot water, see if it's hot enough.
Right.
It's too hot, I'm not doing that yet.
Right.
So you
That makes so much
you
sense.
feel into it,
Yeah.
but you don't have to buy it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to push him into it because you want him to meet. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he's a service dog, because he has a service, his service is to be with you and care with you. Let him know that we're not on a job right now. I'm dismissing you. Let's bring back to safety. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
And you will soon enough, he's not going to overcome his trauma, but he feel more comfortable dealing with it.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. We want him to deal with it. And that incomplete survival response, that he couldn't do anything and he got attacked, now he has a handle on it. Now he can emotionally go through a process and says, yeah, I fixed it. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And that's him going through the process, and you're just part of it.
Right.
Now, if I would drag him to the park and he freaks out and something happens, then it's on me. Right? And if worse things happen and really you walk down the street and the dog is loose and he's just chasing you guys, all you have to do is walk away in the direction you came from.
Yeah.
The reason why, as you walk and enter the territory of the dog who comes out from his property, he wants you to go away from the property. So make a U-turn, go back where you came from, and tell the dog, well, you were very successful chasing me away, now I'm gone.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to chase you through his property.
Right.
It's like going in the wrong place in the wrong time. Back off, walk back again where you came from. It was safe earlier.
Right.
So you
That
go
makes so
back
much
into
sense.
safety.
Yeah.
And wait until people take the dog back and then you pass by or take another route.
Right.
So you have always choices.
Yeah.
You can hide behind the car. So if you have to pass this area where the dog is really to the fence because there's a invisible fence or something, and you don't have space to walk through, go on the other side of the street. Assess the situation. What are my options? I like to go on the shade, but that's a dog who's barking. Well, I'm gonna go along in the shade and then I make a bypass and then go back to the shade later. Or I'm going to that threshold where the other dog will bark, but my dog does still pay attention to me. And he's like, yeah, mom, we're dealing here. You and me are doing things. And you can literally stay there for 20 minutes, give your dog rewards once in a while, and let this guy bark his off.
Yeah.
And then he's done barking, he's gonna go back in the house. Okay, now we go.
Oh, okay.
So before you go for a walk, Darby, come. Darby, come. Let's go. Stay with me. I know you want to grab the treats over there. So what you want to do is you want to always plan ahead, like a pilot. We're gonna take off and then we're gonna go through this. That's my flight plan. These are the obstacles I'm gonna face. Option one, I can move the other side of the street. I can make a U-turn. Do I have enough treats? Yes, good. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just thinking, hi, do you like Roman? Just thinking like the parks I take him to, and I don't do the dog park thing where all the dogs are like going crazy. But sometimes, right, there are other dogs around. He does better at places where, like Bald Hill. I don't know if you know this area,
Yeah.
but it's a trail. You know, lots of people walk it, dogs walk it, and if everybody's off leash and we're just walking along together, he's good. But if one or both are on leash or whatever, then it just depends on the dog. Like sometimes he's fine, sometimes he's not. But I think what you're saying is just be aware of the body language and be the person he comes to for safety and get some distance.
Right. Now, here are the obstacles. The leash.
Yeah.
Last time he got attacked, he was on the leash.
Yeah.
Now, he makes association. Well, last time I was on my leash, I almost burned up in my car because I couldn't get my seatbelt off. I hate my seatbelt because it's dangerous to me. Yeah. Next time he sits in the car putting a seatbelt on, he's like, oh shit, again, I'm on my seatbelt. Right? So recognize that the attachment is, in that case, associated to the trauma because he couldn't handle the situation because he was restricted. Right. That's why he feels more comfortable being off the leash and meeting dogs because he has a range to move around. He doesn't like it, he can walk away. He's faster than the other ones anyway.
Right. So, oh, this is my sister and her granddaughter.
Hello.
Can they say hello?
Yeah, of course they can say hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Roman, this is my sister Ellen, and this
Hi, Ellen.
This is Junie, and she loves Darby. Hi, Junie.
Yeah, we're just gonna grab the stroller and go for a walk.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Roman. Hi, Junie.
So, what you want to do is give more leash. Okay. Instead of getting tight, give more leash.
Okay.
If you can, you give him an 80-foot leash. And as you have the leash tied up like this, and now you have 6-foot leash, give him the rest of the 10 feet to give him more leash. So instead of less leash, give him more leash so he feels that room to move around.
Okay. I was going to ask you something else. Oh. So I recently stopped doing this, but for a while, it's like I would let him go up and see if he liked the dog because he does love some dogs, like to play with some dogs. It's not like he doesn't like all dogs. So I'm thinking, how do I, for a while, should I just sort of avoid the whole thing? With
Remember when you walked and he started looking at you?
Yeah.
He was telling you, I'm concerned about that. Is that what we're dealing with here? Okay. So if he looks up to you, telling you, I'm concerned about that, respond with stopping and give him a treat for that. Okay. Telling him, hey, I feel so comfortable here that I even want to give you a treat for that. And it's like, oh, okay. Then I'll pay attention here instead of there. Okay. He's looking back to the problem, looks back at you. He's telling you, I'm dealing with it, but I prefer your treats. Okay. That gives you attention that he's dealing with it right now, but he also deals with you. So we're 50-50.
What if they're both on leash, he goes up to a dog, he's wagging, they're kind of wagging, but then, so it looks okay for a few seconds.
Right.
But then it starts to not, like I can hear him start to growl, and
What did I do when he met Tilly? Yeah. They were sniffing each other, and then I called Tilly away from it because he got stiff.
Yes.
So don't let him drown in his fear.
Yes.
Call him off.
Right.
So think about, let the event be about 3 seconds long. Okay. Sniff, sniff, I feel okay. Okay, let's walk away now. We met this guy now.
And so how will I know? It's going to sound like a dumb question. When he's not okay.
Put the timer on. Okay. You don't care if he likes it or not. Put the timer on. Put 3 seconds in place. Okay. 21, 22, 23, let's go.
Okay.
Right? That's safe.
Okay.
It's unsafe if you stay there longer because you don't know what's going to happen next, because everybody drowns into that insecurity. Okay. And he's stuck there because he cannot walk away. Right. His body gets stuck. Okay. The only way to unstuck him, to literally call him off. Okay. Darby, let's go. And walk away from it. Okay. But you have to practice that.
I get it. Okay.
He sniffs something, give him 3 seconds, walk away. Darby, let's go. Darby, let's go. Come. Darby. Darby, let's go. Good job. Yay. Okay. So far, he didn't react as much as he reacted earlier.
Right. Yeah. Because in some situations, right, he'd start barking and lunging, but that was just like freezing high interest there.
Right. Remember, you have 2 things that happen here. The body response, shit, and the brain says, what's happening? Yeah. And this is where you need guidance.
Right. I can get his brain to respond to me.
However, he relaxed pretty quickly after the incident.
Yeah.
So his recovery time is pretty good.
Okay, good. Yeah. So let me ask you about the incident where he allegedly bit a dog. Again, still not being given any real evidence, but it was not good, however you look at it. I was like, say, sitting on that bottom step, and I had an extension leash on him that had locked, but pretty long, so he would be like in the grass there.
Mhm.
And a dog walked by here, so he walks to the edge of the sidewalk. I had the leash clipped to that length, and the woman walks by with her dog. And since I'm sitting there, I'm not as close as I usually am to him. So he's barking and lunging at the dog. I thought, oh no, you know. But so it happened, and I have a bad back. It was hard for me to get up from the steps where I was. I thought, I've got him, and I'll just wait for them to pass by. And then I reeled him in to me, and she just gives me a dirty look or whatever. And I thought, okay, that's it. Not good, but that's it. But then she claimed her dog got really hurt, and I'm not sure. Maybe, but it's not like I've seen a dog fight before, but I wasn't close either.
Okay.
So that wasn't good. I'm assuming because it happened quickly. Like I didn't know he was going to react to that dog, but he's maybe protecting me. He's on this leash. He's a little too far away. He's just trying to protect. I assume that's what that scenario was, but maybe you have.
Well, if let's say we have a boundary line, which is your property and their property, like the public place and your property, right? Did that dog step into his property?
So this is all an apartment complex.
Okay.
So, but it was outside. There are several buildings.
Did the dog change direction towards towards your dog?
I don't know. It was walking down the sidewalk, and maybe I don't know if it changed directions. I think Darby just noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because there's a difference. Because we say there was no trigger. It depends. If your dog says, "Hey, that's my property. Don't step in my property," dog, like, "What did you just say?" And
Yeah.
he steps towards your dog, then your dog goes responsive to that.
Right.
Which means, yeah, this reaction was justified because the other dog challenged him. He's like, "Back away from my property." He's like, "I'm not,"
Right.
and steps into it, right?
I don't think that happens. Could have been.
So no matter what happens, you don't know.
Yeah.
So you don't make any assumptions because the fact is you don't know.
Right.
So say that, "I don't know."
Yeah. Yeah.
He never reacts like that. Suddenly he reacted. I got surprised. Who did what and how? I didn't see it.
Right.
And leave it there.
Yeah.
If you try to excuse who is right and try to be justice about their dog or your dog and you didn't see it, you just put that question mark in there and everybody will poke on that question mark. Well, you didn't know, therefore it was. Right? But your confidence is my dog never reacted for that. I didn't see it happening. It
Right.
never happened to me. So this lady says it happened. I didn't see it happening. So I don't know. I didn't see it.
Right. Yeah. Excuse me.
But again, I'm not your lawyer. The lawyer tells you what to do.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't see aggression. I
Right.
see reaction.
Right.
So my dog didn't react. He was just sitting there.
Yeah.
And he approached and sniffed.
Right.
Now, I moved my dog suddenly towards him and he like, "What the heck?" That's reaction.
Right.
Aggression would be, "I see you, I attack you."
Right.
That didn't happen. And he didn't see that dog. He didn't know that dog.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he did rush to, like, lunge and bark at the dog walking by. I mean, that's how I would.
Yes, but again, this reaction is because of his PTSD.
Yes. Yeah.
He better be in control of the situation rather than being attacked again.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to challenge forward. Says, "Hey, what's up?" Right? And the dog is like, "Yeah, I'm being a jerk about it," and he's going to react to that because he doesn't want it to happen again.
Right. Is it territorial and on leash in front of his space?
I wouldn't call it territorial, so to speak. I would call it self-preservation.
Yeah.
Right? It's a difference if you defend your house or defend yourself.
Right.
Because if I feel he defended himself rather than the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Because other dogs there and we're walking around and I try and keep distance or whatever, but some, one of them that came up behind us again and, he got scared and he lunged at him. And it was just a usual kind of lunge bark thing, nothing big.
Mhm.
But it's happened a few times on that property, right? And so
we can do another exercise this time a little bit more after you do your homework, right?
Yeah.
And so we have those cues in place.
Okay.
So cues are not commands. In fact, we're going to have prompts. Because if he thinks like, I want to do what do I want to do again? Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go then. Right? Instead of telling him let's go when he's not ready yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? So there's a difference giving him commands and giving him prompts
Okay.
that his body remember how to go through it.
So what's the prompt again? What do you mean? What?
That's a prompt. I
Okay.
didn't tell you to look at your hand, but you did. I just showed on your hand. Oh yeah, I need to, what's going on with my hand. So I created that curiosity for you to do it.
Okay.
So I said, I will go. And he's like, I'm coming with you. Okay.
Got it.
Instead of telling, go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you don't go, then you have a consequence. And
Right.
that's not what we do.
Okay. Okay.
He has the freedom to come or not.
Right.
Now I had to call him back, push him away from here because he would advance towards there, and that would be a recess. Like
Right.
we're gonna go backwards.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah.
But that's my fault because I haven't worked with him so far that he trusts my cues.
Right. Right. Is that you, Darby? So hot. Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. Thank you.
So he's not aggressive in my eyes.
Yeah.
He reacted out of self-defense,
Yeah.
and he would do it again if he feels attacked.
Yeah.
Our goal is for him not to feel attacked, to feel safe.
Absolutely.
And if he doesn't feel safe, he's gonna tell you, "Mom, I'm gonna lose my shit right now. What do we do?" And you're like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Okay, and walk away from it.
Because of course I want him to not be anxious his whole life, right, or all the time.
Right.
Just want him to feel confident and.
Yes, but you have to leave your shame out of it. What will people tell me about my dog? That's not your subject right now.
Right.
Your subject is being available, holding space for your dog to go through this emotional experience that he has a solution out of the problem, and you guide him away from it if he needs to. So he needs to tell you, I need your help.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So put your stuff out of it.
Okay.
Let him go through his healing process.
Okay. Good.
Right? Because imagine that we have a child comes to us, Mom, I have a problem. And you says, well, I'm ashamed you to deal with that problem. It's wrong, right? So in that case, he has a problem, be available for helping your dog to get out of it,
Yep.
rather than seeing your problem as priority, because what would neighbors look like if my dog is barking? That has to clear out very quickly.
I understand. It's about the dog and the dog's quality
Yes.
of life.
Your body always will go into response like, right?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath, help your dog, walk out of it, you can do it later. Get your feelings back on track.
Got it.
Because it's a tricky part, because A, you feel guilty for that happened. On the other side, you cannot feel guilty at that moment because now you have to deal with your dog's support.
I get it. It's about him and what he needs.
Right.
Yep.
And when he feels safe, you feel safe too. So you win anyway.
Good. Yeah. Obviously, I was worried and upset because, like I said, he's been this way for a decade, right? Better for a while after he took a class and was paying more attention to it, and then sort of maybe creep back in. I wasn't keeping on top of things, and this happened. So it's really good to be starting to put the stuff in place
Right,
for
right.
him. Yeah.
We can do another refresher in August
Okay.
or end of July
Okay.
with a little bit more events. Then we go
Okay.
down to the dog park in Corvallis and deal with dogs barking. I don't know the timings when people go around.
Okay.
So see if you can find out what is the time that most people are around, so
Okay.
we can work there. So we can
That'd
sit
be
on the
great.
other side of the bakery and let him observe the disaster
That'd be
that's happening in
great.
front of him, so he feels safe in that distance.
That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can work with him on this level for
Right.
a while and see how that goes. Yeah, it would be good to try him out in the more
Hmm.
high energy situation.
But we're not doing that yet.
No.
First of all, we have to have these turns and get used to your shifting, come, let's go, slow, wait, this way. So you get used to the pedals and the brakes and the handbrakes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he gets comfortable with it,
Yeah.
so you don't have to think about it. It becomes natural.
Right.
And then we take that to the field, because then we have tools in place.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. He's got a basic tool set, and
Right,
so do
right.
I, to deal with something even maybe a little higher level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling good about it?
Yeah.
Was it helpful?
It's so good. I feel relieved just doing this with you, and also I know how to handle him. I know how to what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Switch directions, be relaxed. Call his name, give him a treat. Yeah.
Good. So next thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna put again my fake dog out there,
Okay.
and you're gonna approach. This time the dog will not look away. You're gonna look straight at you.
Okay.
And as you come closer, I would like you to pay attention to his change of gauge.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's go there. Like go. Oh wait a minute, what's going on there? That's your cue. Tells you, hey, I don't feel good. He's telling you I don't feel good, but he cannot stop because you keep walking, right? Since you see that cue, stop. If you see him continue walking, you guys disconnected. Call him back. Name, come. Let's walk away from here. So the moment you see that he starts leaving you, you can feel it the way he disconnects.
Yeah.
Not just physically, but also emotionally. You can feeling like that connection is gone.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention to what you're doing. It's because his body goes in defense.
Right.
Now, right now, you're not so important as the problem is.
Yes.
That's your cue to back off.
Right.
Name, come, let's go back again. And he's like, oh yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay.
Yep.
Then we go safe distance where we felt good before. Stop there, make a U-turn. Says, hey, you did great. You want a treat? And he's like, huh? What? Then he's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Then walk further away. Over there, it's enough distance for him to feel safe. He's like, yes. What did you say again? And he sticks with you. You know he feels better.
Okay.
Now let his body catch up with that.
Okay.
So emotions and thoughts are kind of delayed. The thoughts are right there, and the emotions like slowly going there, shifting. And then once they're arriving at the same level, then he will be able to sit.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Good. So we talked a lot, we said a lot, and you have to calculate all these things. I see if I can make a transcript out of it so you have that in the list.
Oh, nice.
So you can read through that a couple of times.
Yep.
And check. And if you feel good about it, then we schedule the next appointment.
Perfect.
Once you feel confident about that, then we can go in the field.
Sorry, this person's trying to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, he's feeling offended of his property.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think that might be my nice neighbor, or my sister's nice neighbor. Couldn't tell. Anyway.
Good.
Who is that on their property?
Who's with her dog?
Thank you.
Okay.
Darby, what do you think?
Bye, Darby. Next time, I promise I'm gonna give you better treats.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Roman. Bye bye.